Hello everybody, my name is Jeans and welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of ESO Weekly News where I scour the internet for ESO content so you don't have to. We got an unusually light Week 3 PTS patch notes. First off, we get a new event testing with this week's being the anniversary Jubilee. ESO is turning 9 years old and this year's cake is Hermes Mora themed with kiwis and calamari. The quest, Egg for Cake, can be picked up in the Crown Store or on the Daggerfall's docks right here.
It's like this whenever I arrive, and you've never. The faster you can.
All of the ingredients you need are handily available in crates and sacks around him. Consuming a slice of cake each day will grant you 3 event tickets and a 100% experience boost for 2 hours. During the event, completing any daily quest in Tamriel will award you an anniversary Jubilee gift box in addition to its other rewards. The boxes have a smattering of potential rewards including crafting materials, recipes, transmute crystals, and the chance to get an outfit style for the new Bone Mode armor style, last year's Saber Keel armor style, or the Warm Cold armor style. The bag of yesteryear can offer you things you don't have from previous years. We also got a look at the new Q2 skin, Meadow Breeze Memories, which in my opinion looks more like body markings than a skin. A bit disappointed in this one. The first fragment, Bottled Skin Dyes, is available for purchase at the Impresario for 10 event tickets, and the second and third fragments will become available in later events for this quarter. Creative Director Rich Lambert did a Q&A with WCCFTech. I will leave the link in the description box if you want to go over the whole interview. I will show some highlights here. When asked why they picked Shadow over Morrowind for this year's adventure, Rich answered, "If we look at High Isle, it was very much this storyline grounded in reality. It was focused on politics and normal houses. There's a lot more traditional fantasy in Elder Scrolls 2, so we wanted to blow the doors off with that and tell a different kind of story, a bigger story, a little bit crazier story. Once we honed in on Hermes Mora, we started looking for locations in the world where we wanted to put this story, and we settled on the peninsula because that's the home of some of the most powerful mages in all the time's reality. We thought those two would really match nicely together." Continuing, he said, "Technology has changed a lot from 1994 to where it is today, so we can do a lot more. We can get away with space and verticality, and we can play with the overall geometry and whatnot. It is going to feel like a place in Morrowind with all the weird mushrooms and the architecture and the creatures that people love, but it is going to feel like a different part of Morrowind because it's not all volcanic ash. It's got its own unique vibe and feel to it." He also gave a little more information on the new Arcanist class and its new combat system. Balance is one of those things you have to take very special care of. The Arcanist class, like all of our classes, can be a tank, damage dealer, and healer. So that's kind of first and foremost that it fits in the paradigm. But with the Arcanist, we wanted it to play very differently than our other classes. That's where we started coming up with how we could make it play better and feel different, which is where the Crux system originated, or the combo point system. I guess that is a better way to explain it. Some abilities can generate Crux, others can spend it. Players get this really deep toolkit to play with, and they're constantly thinking, is now the right time to spend this Crux? Because spending the Crux will do different things. Some abilities will just get more powerful, some will cost less, and there's a heal that when morphed, heals but also returns resources. It's a new take on classes, and it's gonna be cool to watch all types of ESO players pick it up and learn it. Zaz has been very tight-lipped about this endless dungeon coming in Q4, but Rich shared with us a little about the thought process behind this. Then in the fourth quarter, we want to deliver a feature that gives players the kind of content they can sink their teeth into and grind through. Stories are great, we're never gonna stop building stories, but a lot of that stuff is kind of one and done, where players will play through it once and then they'll be done. And we want to have some more repeatable type content that they can really kind of enjoy for a long time. And lastly, he talked a little about PvP content, reiterating that performance is the most important thing. Adding more stuff to a poorly performing system just makes the system worse. We've shown that over the years when we tried to add what we would consider small things to PvP. It just made that performance worse. Our focus is getting the performance there, and once we see the performance is better, then we will start doing some of the ideas that we have kicked around and have wanted to do for a while. And now for some tidbit news. The Agavery Potentate crankcrates are back for a limited time. This Emperor Regalia cosplay. The artist is Einavin Cosplay on Instagram, where you can see the making of video and all the work that went into this work of art. We have another Loremaster archive Q&A on the forums where we are exploring all things Delvani during the Second Era. The thread will be closing today, but keep an eye out for the answers coming soon in an upcoming article. Hearts Day came and went, and I hope you all spend a wonderful time with your loved ones. This is my husband's and I Pledge of Mara ceremony back in 2018. We tied a knot in real life in 2022. I would love to hear about your ESO love stories. You can leave them in the comment section down below. We have this awesome miniature collection by Reddit user ZBZ. I will leave all relevant links in the description box below. That is it, guys, for this week. Tune in next week for another episode of ESO Weekly News. Bye!